Okay guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about the details on the players and how it happens with the naked short selling, and more information just basically about the players this time. So we're talking more about the who. So right now, first team is the hedge funds, and they're unregulated socialized capital. And yes, you heard it right. Wall Street is, all of it is socialized capital. So, yeah, focus now. The hedge funds can focus on anything. They can focus on real estate. They can focus on junk bonds. They can focus on anything. And their access to hedge funds is only available to accredited institutions or people with a lot of money, basically. And hedge fund managers are under intense pressure to perform. So they're paid based on their performance. So typically it's, they get 2% of the assets that they're managing, plus they get probably about 20% typically over a performance rate, which is typically you have to get 15% increase in the portfolio before they can start getting their 20% of the performance and beyond that. So hedge funds, again, so the institutions that are accessible to hedge funds are like Goldman Sachs, Merrill Lynch, Morgan, UBS, blah, 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 they're the ones. And then basically rich people. And now brokers are intermediaries who buy and sell on an investor's behalf. So they're regulated and licensed, but they are also companies like Goldman Sachs, Merrill Lynch, Morgan, UBS, the same players. So the brokers are the ones that have access to the hedge funds. And dealers are the ones that buy and sell for themselves. So they're broker dealers, and as you can see, and they're, again, dealers are Goldman Sachs, Merrill Lynch, Morgan, UBS. So the conflicts of interest pervade Wall Street, just pervade Wall Street. And then we're at with the market makers. Market makers create a market for investors to buy and sell securities. And so all market makers are also broker dealers, but not all broker dealers are market makers. So, but all market makers are broker dealers, which is, again, the same players. And the DTCC, which is Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, they're responsible for all the exchange and transfers of nearly all buyers and sellers. Now, it functions as a securities depository by providing central custody in which all paper stocks is immobilized, and that they're held by CEDE, and transfers of stock are done as digital entries. So this is what makes counterfeiting possible, is the fact that it's all digital now. So, and the DTCC is owned by the prime brokers, which are the same freaking people. And all revenues made by the DTCC are then transferred to the prime brokers. So whenever the DTCC counterfeits shares, nobody cares, because they're doing it on behest of the prime brokers, and the prime brokers are the ones profiting from this. DTCC has no regulatory oversight, and the prime broker and DTCC monopoly over stock trades, and they hold the records, and they don't allow anybody in there to see the records or anything. So illegal naked shorting is one of the largest criminal enterprises conducted by Wall Street. It is criminal, that's right, and it is we're talking about 100 trillion gone over the last 20 years or so by this practice. So what's happened now? Why are lawsuits generally ineffectual? It's because there's a lack of evidence regarding these activities. Now, there's people out there that do have some evidence, though, and that we're going to talk about that later on. Now there have been successful lawsuits. I mean, Overstock took a $20 million settlement from Goldman in 2012. The SEC actually fined Goldman $15 million in 2016 for counterfeiting shares. But generally this practice is going unabated. But the more we talk about it, and the more that this happens, the more that people are talking about it and going on and on about it, the more likely it is to come to an end. Again, this is a crime. People should be pissed off. This is all money going out of the middle class and transferred upwards to Wall Street illegally.